It took everything that I had, yeah. Walked away. Left one thing behind. You're wondering just what that is. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world comes tumbling down, I'll be there. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. We're gonna make a little love down by the water. Maybe I'm the sun, maybe I'm a daughter when the music man calls. That's when I gotta play. So I burn for the things I never had. I'm burning with hate, with love. Spin around, round. 'Cause as a boy I had a dream. Carry it with me today. Yes, I do. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the walls come tumbling down, I'll be there. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world comes tumbling down, I'll be there. Hey, 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 hey. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking.
Giotto's is so good. These chocolates are what? Chocolates. We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops.
Over me, got a way of your own. But I told you that life ain't a fantasy. Now I watch you every day. Turn it up, it's just your way. Rocket fuel runs through your brain. Like I told you on the train, that it's the only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. That it's the only thing she knows. She knows. So it started to rain. Met a woman with eyes on my telescope now. Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
The lost Lone Ranger, can I break this spell? One thing right, who I make you two things wrong. If I want to stand by the line, I will always take the fall. If I just do left, I can hear from the right. I sleep all day long, then I'm breathing through the night. I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I've felt a lot of women who refuse to understand. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. I see it in the papers, read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take all your money whatever else spring. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Guitar Players Planet.
It's gotta mean something. It's gotta.
Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the land of new. Oh, na 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 na. Seems to me that I have lost my old friend. Catching sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're afraid, you're feeling alone. Time and space can never afford. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghost embrace can only mean tears. And I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back for lands of new. Oh, na 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 na. Sitting at the lake, I'm feeling confused, but I had my guitar, so I played this blues. But I'm afraid, what might be true, that I might never be back Seems to me that I've lost my friend. Catching sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must be back before it's too late. Before it's too late.
Someone to take me down at night. Someone to make my day. New revelation fills my soul. Oh, I can waste away. You distracting my attention. You're all that's on my mind. Not looking for perfection, but you're too hard to find. Now the first night is coming, and I know what to do. You know that nothing feels sweeter than someone else.
So it's a wonderful night tonight. It's really good. You know, cloudy nights and not cloudy nights, but clear dark sky and you know, was it clear outside? Says it's going to be a wonderful night tonight. I mean, tonight, last night was wonderful. Tomorrow's supposed to be great. So I think I'm going to leave my telescope out all night, and it's going to be a really nice night tonight. So I'm hoping to get some really good shots of the Cave Nebula, which is part of my astrophotography meets D&D imaging. I know it's kind of looks scary, like the way I look at my eyes, kind of crazy. But it's pretty cool. But I'm super excited for tonight, and let's see what kind of data I got. Well, yeah.
Dirty. I swear to God, these clouds are just pissing me the off. I don't understand. I don't listen to these things anymore. I can't take it. New York, you suck. And you know what? I'm so done with all this. My telescope's out here chilling out, and all I got is freaking clouds and PhD beeping at me from no goddamn end. Unbelievable. What am I gonna do? I need to move. I'm so finished with this. I hate this.
Walked away to what you thought was real. You took everything that I had, yeah. Walked away, but you left one thing behind. You're wondering just what that is. Yes, you are. Well, the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world comes tumbling down, I'll be there. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. We're gonna make a little love down by the water. Maybe have a son, maybe have a daughter when the music man calls. That's when I gotta play.
Hey, how's it going? I think everyone can hear me. Can everyone hear me?
What's up?
Yeah, I think. Okay, I just want to make sure the audio is right because for some reason I can't hear myself in the earphones. And oh, no, we're good. We're good. Okay. Yeah, that's. I guess I have it set right because you shouldn't hear yourself in the earphones, but I usually do, and I guess we're good to go.
Okay.
So, wow,
Nice.
what's
All right.
another Wednesday night? So we had a little. I know they're talking about it in the chat where they had a little interesting picture of the week thing going on, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we had just congratulations, Jackie. Because actually there was only one entry. So yeah, I mean, this is what happens, you know, when you that's the rule. If there's only one entry, it automatically moves into the picture of the week. I mean,
Jackie, you win.
So Jackie, congratulations.
So, really, you win automatically. You're the only one that's in there, so you got 100% of the vote. It is a AstroWorld record. So congratulations. All you need was one vote, and you got it, and you win. So there you go. You got two at least me and Eric. So
yeah, there you go.
So yeah, but on a serious note, everybody, I mean, we need to get more people involved, right? We really need to
Absolutely.
get, we need to get more people involved. We need to get more people to watch the show. Our not our membership isn't dwindling, but it's starting to hit a plateau of new subscribers, new people. So please, if you like what we're doing, and Eric is really good at more eloquent than I about saying this kind of stuff. But if you really like what we're doing, I mean, we could really use the help in getting the word out. We want to, and we will. We love doing this together. We do this.
Yeah,
We've been,
absolutely.
if we didn't love it, we wouldn't have been doing it for the past 4 years together. Two of them one night a week, and the last two nights a week. So we either really like each other, or we really hate each other. I don't know, but I mean,
I'll
listen.
take the former rather than the latter, but hey, it's okay.
Yeah, no. I'm me and Eric are seriously. We're not like one of those. I guess it's Bones. Remember Bones, the TV show where they hated each other on
Yeah,
TV?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we're not like that. We're more like the Supernatural, the Jared and Jensen kind of.
There you
You
go.
know. So we actually like each other. So I mean, we like doing this. We love doing this. Please go on Facebook, go on other Instagram pages, go on some YouTube and Facebook groups, and just share the crap out of the show and say, hey, listen, if you want to hang out with some, when I say semi-decent people, just feel free to come in and definitely hang out, and please just share it.
Titan. Don't be like that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, I don't know if you see things. My green screen moving around, but
No. It's actually the good thing about green screens is the only thing we'll see move, if anything moves, is that little light you got in the back that looks like a star. That's not a
which
star.
is
It is not a star.
oh yeah.
That is your bar light.
That's my bar light. Yeah,
It really looks like a star, but it's not. But
right.
but I mean, the only thing I really had to look into was I figured we just move on with the PixInsight kind of stuff.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely. Yep.
and start talking a little bit about noise reduction, since that's one of the really kind of beginning things that people like kind of want to look into. As far as we got Noise Exterminator now, which does a wonderful job, but there are other ways we used to do noise reduction, which are pretty much, I mean, I guess you could probably erase them now for PixInsight, because Noise Exterminator pretty much took things by storm,
Yeah, yeah.
and not only did it get rid of the noise, but started pumping up the detail a little bit
Yeah.
on some of the darker objects and some of the nebula. So it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, people forget the time. It's the same time, it's been for a bit now, 8 o'clock Eastern, every Wednesday and Friday. So but yeah, Jackie, don't worry about it, because one thing I didn't notice in your description, because you added in the description, it was a player one Sedna. So is a Sedna a 533 or is it?
Oh, Sedna's a 178. I think that's a guide camera.
Okay, because that is what she used with her lunch, with a two times Barlow.
Yep.
But no, because it came out kind of more square, it's like 1200 by 1200, and if it's like that, it's fine. So
I
as long
guess
as it's like 12 by 800 or something like that, that's what we wanted to.
Yeah, it was probably just cropped that way. But Paul makes a good point. Whatever happened to the kind of, I know we were thinking about it. Whatever happened to the like different tiers of photos for entries?
I'll be honest with you, I haven't had a chance to get
Neither have
started.
I'm not pointing fingers or nothing.
So yeah. But we will have set up where you have a novice and a slight and the more advanced, because we need to get more people who are just getting started and just are happy with their image, but they know that they're really getting used to post processing with PixInsight and stuff like that. So they're really not figured out a lot of the tricks of the trade, perhaps, with PI, but they feel really good. Hey, this is one of my first pictures. I feel great about this, so I want to share it. I want to put it out there, and I want to get a chance to win it, an AstroWorld telescope gift certificate. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's one of the big things,
it's
so
just
I
think that
telescope gift certificates, so you guys can get new gear, and stuff like that. So,
and a lot of the gift certificates they weren't donated by me.
No.
They were donated by members that gave me money to buy those gift certificates to put it towards the prizes. So, so it was really, really cool to kind of have those people do that. So, I mean, I put a little bit in. I think I put a third, and 2 other people put in 2/3. So, I mean, I don't want to mention people's names because it's really just a confidential kind of thing.
It's
But
very nice.
yeah,
But it's very nice of people
yeah,
when
it's
they
super
do.
nice, super nice.
It's really, really nice. And hello, Bob Bryant in Scottsdale. And I have to agree, that is some of the best climate, especially for astrophotography, because especially this time of year, you're up in those mountains, so it's not too hot necessarily.
Yep.
And you can still get some really, really great clear skies and stuff like that.
Yep. Well, yeah, you could. Hey, you could definitely use a gift certificate for an Esprit 150, and
put it towards it, absolutely.
You didn't hear from me, but there may be a little sale coming up on the Esprits a little soon. So we'll just keep an eye out on AstroWorldTelescopes.com, and you'll get more information on that. So might be a little sale going on soon.
Yeah.
It's July.
So,
everybody likes to do those patriotic
Christmas
sales.
Yeah, the big Christmas in July.
Yep.
Or what have you sales, or the midsummer sales.
Yep. Or Independence Day, or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
So just full disclosure here, everybody. I just want to make sure everybody knows if the show goes dark out of nowhere, we are expecting some really hard hail and thunderstorms coming through on Long Island. Not saying it's going to happen, but it may. So if it does, we'll just close up the show, and we'll pick up on Friday. So
Friday, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of things that have been going on as far as processing within PixInsight. We've done quite a few shows lately, talking about a lot of the new things that have come out. The SETI Astro scripts that have come out, which I personally enjoy using, and I have to agree, like with Queve and with SETI Astro, that Graxpert, it is great. It is great for what it does, but the AI learning and AI tools, they do leave a bit to be desired, because they do take out. They at times they can take out quite a bit. They can take out some nebulosity or some pieces of parts of your image that really shouldn't be taken out. That really should remain in there. So that is maybe a negative towards AI tools when it comes to post processing these images. But I've got to tip my hat to SETI Astro, because he's basically just using what's already within PixInsight, but using a bit more calculations to locate where the background really is when they're doing these points. And you can even set the points a little bit differently as far as number of points, but it goes through, it does an automatic background extraction, then it does a dynamic background extraction, and it does really well. So if you haven't checked it out yet, and it's free, go to SETI Astro's website, look for the repository, or you can even download the scripts directly and just extract them and drop them into your scripts folders and just enable them within PixInsight. So yeah, he's been doing some light stuff. I even like his statistical stretch.
Yep.
You know, that it utilizes GHS, as well as using calculations within PixInsight to locate the black, to really using statistics to really calculate, okay, here's the black point, here's the best black point to set, and everything to come up with the best stretch that is calculated out, through the statistics that it runs. So it uses quite a bit of math to figure out what's best. But they're good. They're good scripts. They do really, really work well.
So check this out.
It's in Muggy in Wichita. Yeah.
Hey, feel free to come to Long Island. It is like you're walking through water. I mean, that's what it's like. It's like walking through water. It's horrible. But here you go. So check this out. I was messing around. Let me turn all this stuff off. I was messing around today, and I know. Listen, what I'm about to do is not the, I guess, recommended way of doing this. I guess we'll say we'll get rid of Dave's little screen there. Give me 1 second. Then we'll move him out the way. And bye, Dave. There you go. So I was just messing around with noise and just trying to see what things do and how things kind of interact with things. And this is a linear picture. It hasn't been stretched yet. So I was just kind of messing around with non-linear noise reduction and just seeing what I could do and how I can mess things up pretty bad. So
non-linear noise reduction on a linear file.
I'm sorry, no, linear noise. I'm sorry, linear. I said it backwards. Linear noise. Yeah, no. This is just before the stretch. Yeah, no, I sorry, my bad. I didn't even start drinking yet. So everyone knows the picture that I've been trying to get together with. This is no new data. This is the same data that everyone's seen already. This is nothing new, and it's only H alpha. So there's nothing new here. But let's talk a little bit about noise, right? I mean, if we talk about noise, this is what noise is. I mean, it's this nice speckly kind of stuff that doesn't make your background kind of look very smooth, right? It's just like fuzz. It's like, yeah, it's Super Fuzz. Remember Super Fuzz? Remember that movie? No, nobody remembers that movie.
I remember Super Bad.
No, it's Super Fuzz.
Super Fuzz. No,
you never saw Super Fuzz?
No, I don't remember Super Fuzz.
You're gonna have to look it up. It is a really bad movie. So anyway, moving on. So that's what you kind of want to get rid of a lot, and you don't want to get this kind of, this noise. So you want to get rid of that. So we call that denoising, right? So we're going to get rid of all that. Okay. And what I was doing, I was messing with, messing with noise, the noise exterminator, right? I was just playing around with the levels, So I'm playing around with the levels and I'm like, all right, I'm going to do the preview here. Yeah. I'm using AI version. It's going to take a little bit to load up the first preview, but there we go. That is at the defaults of 0.90 denoise and adding a little bit of detail wherever I can find it at 0.15. But I wanted to see how far I could push that detail, right? Without screwing up the picture too bad, right? Because you could really screw things up by doing this, right?
Yeah, because you make it really plasticky.
Yeah. We'll do that right now. We'll show everybody what it kind of looks like, right? So let's just look at the noise first, and let's worry about that part of it first. So, and for those of you that I know, if you watch the show, you've seen me do this before. Way back when when you had a preview, that was the size of the preview. That's the only thing you could do. If you wanted a more zoomed in preview, you had to do preview 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. But now you could actually do previews within previews within previews. So you could sit there and use this little box inside a box and make another preview inside your preview, and then you can get zoomed in a little bit. And if you wanted another one, you could do it again. And if you wanted to go back to the prior one, you just use the left arrow. It'll go back one level, and then back 2 levels would be your regular preview. So,
Right.
so let's just take a look at a semi decent sized preview here. And as you can see, this is with the noise reduction turned on. Okay. And we're going to turn it off now. And you can't really see it from this distance. It's very subtle at this point. But if I move in a little bit closer and then turn it off and then turn it on,
You can definitely tell a difference.
you could definitely tell a difference, right? But this is when newbies kind of look at things and let me screw things. I'm going to really screw things up now, right? So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to be like, okay, you know what? Now I know that the background's good at that. Now let's take a look at the detail, right? I want to get the detail popping, right?
Mhm.
So let's go back 2 levels to our main thing. And where I want the detail to start popping maybe is probably in, let's say, the pillars area or somewhere in here, let's say. I kind of want that to start popping, right? You
Yeah.
got the pillars of creation and everything. So now I'm gonna yank up the detail. I'm gonna go up to, I don't know, like, I don't know. We'll go all the way up to like 80 or so. There you go, 80. And I'm gonna let go, right? And I'm gonna turn it off. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in on this because you can't really tell from this point. I'm gonna zoom in on this little section right here. Because I like that little dark nebula right there. I like that. Okay, now it's good. It's a little undersampled a little bit. So I'm zooming in at like thousands and thousands of now take a look at the difference, right?
Yeah.
Right? Nice difference, right? Oh my God, the detail's great, right? So we'll move
Okay.
back, one. Okay. And the detail still looks good. Let's look up here. Right? Let's look at this spot. Okay. Right? Big difference, right?
Yeah.
It's wonderful, right? Now, when you go back to your full screen, right?
Okay.
Still looks good. Oh my God, what does that look like? That looks like garbage, right? Look at that.
What
It's
the world?
so
Oh,
over
those dots.
sharpened.
Oh, those dots and everything.
It's
like,
horrible. Looks like, the stars are totally like fried and the detail is just crazy, right? But I still
yeah.
kind of want that detail that I got in those nebulas, right? I kind of still want that detail. And again, this is really, really kind of just me futzing around a little bit. So,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm going to sit there. I'm going to bring this back down to the, I'm going to reset it to the regular, the regular defaults.
Yeah.
And, maybe I'll push the detail up a little bit, right? Maybe I'll push it up to about 25. And I'll leave it at that for now and let's see what happens. Now, what I did was I said, you know what? I kind of like that, but I kind of liked the detail too, right? I kind of like that, right? But I didn't want to screw up the stars. So what I did was I applied this. Okay.
Okay.
Wait for it. It's going to give me a second. Give me a second. And then again, this is not the recommended way to do it, but it kind of worked out for me anyway. Okay, we'll get rid of the preview. We'll get rid of the preview. And what I did was I took out the stars.
Yeah.
Okay, so I took out the star. I took out the stars, right?
Okay.
And let me, if I go to my history explorer here, and I'll go up to the Star Exterminator version. Okay, now if we do a preview, right? Where's my preview button? I forget. It's been so long. New preview. Oh Jesus, I didn't want that.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. What am I doing?
Oh, it's like, what are you?
Wow. I'm sorry.
It's been a while. It's been a while for you.
It's
Previews, huh?
Been a while. Been a real long time. So I'm gonna do my preview, right? And this is my stars taken out, but no exterminator, no noise exterminator done yet. It's just the stars turned out, right? So
Okay.
we're gonna load History Explorer again. Is this because I'm on a preview, I'm sorry. Okay. And then what I did was I went start. Now, if you look at the noise exterminator, I yanked up the detail to 75. I totally yanked it up, right? So we'll go into that and we'll raise the detail. We'll go back and we'll raise the detail. Okay. And then we'll look at this preview. We'll do a new preview, and this time I'll hit the right button. Okay, so now I'm starting to get some of this detail back, right? If I go back, actually, I can't do it here, but I was able to do that. And then what I did was I added the stars back. I got that. Stars aren't burnt out. I was able to get the detail that I want. This is with a stretch on it also. So
Right.
and then
Not recommended.
Not recommended and totally unorthodox. But I was able to kind of get some decent kind of different way to do things.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
I'll take it. But it turned out well. I thought, and this is just who knows what it's going to look like when I put all the channels together. It may look like complete crap, but I mean, right now, I think that that looks fairly decent. I mean, I gotta say, no,
yeah,
with only two processes. What are they saying in chat? I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. What are they saying?
No. Like Norm's saying, hey, if it works, it works.
I mean, you let me know. I mean, hey, listen, I know that
Right,
it's not,
it looks great, but
again, I know, and I preface this all by saying this is not the way you should do things. But if you wanted something real quick to do a real stretch, look at your detail, look at everything, and see if it works. Yuck! You don't like it? Oh, the storm wiped out. Oh, okay. I was talking about a storm. Sorry, not about my picture. But but hey, that's kind of what I've done so far with and there are other tools too, right, Eric? There are a number of tools.
Yeah. I mean, there's a number of tools, but you can't. I mean, when it comes to utilizing PixInsight, everybody now, as far as the go-to are the exterminators, right? For noise reduction, pretty much the go-to is noise exterminator. I mean, I honestly can't remember off the top of my head the other processes that we would used in the past for
Really?
yeah, did we just do I just lost I was lost
Yeah, no, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, TGV denoise, Muir denoise.
Okay.
I used to use TGV a lot. But again, like you said, NoiseX came out and kind of wiped out. It totally obliterated everything else.
And you just don't think about those other processes anymore.
MLT too. Yeah,
exactly.
What's the simplest software to start learning from?
Simplest software to learn on when stacking.
For stacking?
Deep Sky Stacker.
Yeah, I mean, cheap isn't necessarily easy.
Yeah.
But Deep Sky Stacker really does a good. I use that for years, and it has a really easy kind of way of putting different nights together. When you do it, they do it in groups instead of nights, which is pretty intuitive. A lot of it is really, really, and in some cases, I got to be honest with you. In some cases, I got better results in Deep Sky Stacker than I did PixInsight back in WBP 1.9 or whatever. Now they're pretty close together. But Deep Sky Stacker is great. I loved it, and it's free, but it only does stacking. So you'll have to bring it into something else when you're done. Whether
I'll be
that
right
be
back.
uh-oh.
We have a slight Titan emergency.
Uh-oh. I hope he's okay.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He just needs to be let out.
APP as well, Joe. Yeah, APP is really good. That's not one that I've used. Eric uses that quite a bit. But APP is really, really cool. It goes step by step. You go, there's a bunch of tabs up there, go 1 through I think 7 or 8, and you just really throw them in there and throw in the nights, and you're good to go. So that's not a bad one either. Again, DSS is a freebie. And then you can get into stuff like GIMP, which is a free astrophotography processing software. You could do that. So we got Joe S from Night Skies Network. Go check it out at Night Skies Network. And really, really cool. Really, really cool tool to kind of see other different types of setups. So definitely go check it out. Today, PixInsight rejected 87 of my 187 images of M51. Cyril stacked them with no issues. Try changing your auto rejection. What auto rejection did you have on your lights? Curious, because I know that some people kind of play around with that and have gotten different results. So let me know what you use, because if you have 187 images, I'd probably sit there. I wouldn't leave it on auto. I've had some issues with that, so I would actually put it on Winsorized Sigma clipping, and let that run and see if that worked. And that too, yeah, Tom, yeah, move the rejection down as well. So the setting to the slowest best quality. Yeah, but yeah, check those settings, and then you'll probably get decent things. Definitely check those. But don't change the auto rejection to Winsorized Sigma when you have that many subs, and then like Tom said, if that doesn't work, lower it to 5%, and then you'll be good. You should be good, unless you got like really bad tracking and you got streaky stars. So I know your pictures, Wilfredo. So I know you probably didn't have that problem. It's probably just a setting in WBPP, and you should be fine. But Cyril is another nice stacking, and there's a lot of support for it too. So Cyril is a really nice. I don't use it a lot, but I know Ernie uses it quite a bit, or at least he used to. And I'm really, really, fascinated on what it could do and what they put out there for free, just like Nina. I love having Nina being free. I love the participation by the third party vendors. That it's really interesting. I've been scared I've been burned before with new releases, so I'm waiting for the yelling and the screaming to stop. So yeah, Graxper does have a denoise function now. I've been playing with that as well. So we'll see what happens with that in the future, because I'm really trying to, and I'll show you again the picture that I'm getting here. And again, this is my Eagle that I just started. This is I want to say it's like 2 or 3 hours only of data from Long Island, and
Okay.
it's coming together. I mean, I'm looking for more clear skies. It looks like I'm going to be having clear skies tomorrow night, and hopefully I can get
Yeah.
some more H alpha data on that. And then the moon's getting smaller, so I can finally get some O3 in there as well. So
Yeah. Speaking of clear skies and getting more data, a few days ago, I started working on the Crescent Nebula, all of it, HA, right?
Yep.
And this is something that I'm trying, maybe that I've been missing with Nina. So let me first see if I can get all the data gathered, because we had a power outage, and then of course everything, my Nina computer, the melee goes out and you lose everything. So I don't have the actual image history, but I do have
An eagle.
I don't think that would even matter, bro.
I know.
If power goes out, power goes out.
I am just playing. Yeah, no. Hey, you know what? If you're smart, you have a dome now. You put a solar panel on the roof and run that to the eagle.
You keep bringing up eagle.
I'm just playing. Go, Eric. I'm just playing.
So I'm gonna double check here. I'm gonna bring up minimize a couple of things before I share, so I can get things prepped here. And okay, let me just bring back the browser. So let me find it captures Crescent Nebula. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here, and I'll show you the start of everything. All right, so we started things off at 11, just before 11:30, and things ended at just after 3:30 in the morning. So you don't get, of course, we all know you don't get a lot of time, especially during the summer months. So, but let me bring up the first one, and I'll bring that over here. And so this one, looks relatively decent, right? A decent light. Okay, I boom it in. Stars, round, everything looks good. So let's go to the next one, and everything looks fine. And then we start getting a little crazy. Yeah, then it starts happening.
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go.
So then
Get a big gust of wind.
You get it. Then you have his, and it was like, okay, where's the crescent? Where's it going? And then you start seeing it, and then things just go nuts. And then when you bring it back, it's the stars are still it's just driving. So basically, with the exception of maybe the first maybe 3, maybe 4 shots, it's like this is crap. It's over. So now if I bring up
let me ask you a question. The first thing, when you have clouds going through, because it looks like you had some clouds going through at some point.
Yeah.
And do you have Nina set up as recenter after drift?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so now when you lose the target, do you have it set for stop tracking or stop guiding?
No.
Okay.
Maybe this is
so it looks like it stopped guiding at one point and it let it just go, and then it recentered, and then it flipped, and then it got screwed up.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me. So
because if I bring over Nina and I'll share with you the sequence here.
Okay, I can barely see. Let me see if I can get in there. I might have to put it up on.
See if I can. I don't know if I can.
No, I might just have to put it on YouTube because in the screen. Hold on a second. Okay, good. All right.
Let me bring up my chat here.
No, you're good. You're good. I can see it.
The chat. So here is the Crescent Nebula sequence. So I do have it for center after drift after 3 exposures, so it'll check, after so many exposures. I don't know what anybody else has. I have mine at 3. Maybe others have it a little bit shorter, maybe 2. Maybe others have it a little bit longer as far as their exposure. But I have it there. I've got my dither. I have restore guiding. So it's like I'm trying to figure out what could I be missing here. That
Can you go down a little bit?
sure,
Keep going.
that's it.
And that's it, huh?
Yeah, this is it. Then it goes to the shutdown.
I think you had a gremlin there somewhere.
Okay,
And look, your
because that's what
sequence
I wanted
looks,
to find out.
yeah, your sequence looks fine. The only thing that let's see. So you have start
Set
guiding.
needed to recenter.
Yes,
So
yeah,
yes,
there is a recenter, but
Yep.
you got to center after drift. So it's looking at your thing and making sure that if it drifts, it recenters it. But I think
So
I
you
think
mentioned,
that's fine.
if it, because you were mentioning, does it, if it's cloudy, does it have something where it says stop tracking? And I was like, no, I wasn't aware of anything like that.
Oh
If
no,
there
your
was a
sequence
setting.
is fine. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Wasn't.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot again tonight, and we'll see how it goes. Because I had to make sure, because if you can see here, this is right here this is east. Right here, this whole area here, that is facing east, and that is a tree. So that's why I have to keep an eye. That's why, I should have, but I should have thought about it. I should have moved or set up my pier, more towards the center of my backyard, but thinking of, the family and maybe the hopes of maybe at some point getting a pool or something like that. I didn't do it, but
Yeah,
should
it just totally looks at the clouds. The
should
clouds look like it screwed you up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, is that the clouds may have screwed everything up, because right now, if let's see, if we go to clear dark sky and we go to weather apps, 'cause right now, at least in the general area, it's supposed to be okay. So
It looks
we'll see
okay.
how it goes. Yeah, so at least for tonight, it's hopefully going to be okay.
Yeah,
So we'll see
or
what happens.
yeah, or you could have like me, you could have stuff like that. 99% clouds
Yeah,
all
yeah,
night.
all night.
Even if you play it, it just looks. There's a thunderstorm that just went by, 100%, and then we got a little break. That's at noon, of course, during the daytime. And then at 7, 8 tomorrow night. That's where that's at 11 tomorrow night. And then it looks good to about 3. So it looks like tomorrow night might be pretty decent for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because you'll get the weather
I'll
like
get
I have.
yeah, I'll get the weather you're having tonight. Yeah, we're always like 24 hours. I'm always 24 hours after you for the most part.
Yeah. So yeah, so I wanted to just go through this and take a look, get some consensus, maybe by the viewers or what have you, because still I second. There are many times where I'm second guessing myself. I'm sure, like others and stuff like that.
When you have a sequence that has worked
Hmm.
pretty consistently, and then all of a sudden you have the one off, you know, we all have that one off, and we all overthink it. What did we do wrong? What did we do? And we spend hours and hours and hours going through logs and looking at PhD guide logs and going through Nina logs, and hopefully you had it on trace mode so you could get it. It's not. It's kind of like the trap of looking at those PhD numbers, right? So
Yeah.
you sit there and hey, I'm taking a 5-minute exposure. My stars are round, but I'm at 1.1. Who cares? Your stars are round. They're
The
round.
whole point.
You know,
That's the whole point. Are your stars round?
yeah. So
Yeah.
don't get
Don't worry
too.
about
Everybody has a one-off where things get screwed up one night, where you change completely nothing, probably didn't even touch the scope, and one night you had a perfect run, no problem. The next night you press play and it's all, and it does happen. It does happen, and I'll just say the astronomy gods just weren't with you that night, and
Yeah.
and it was pretty stupid when I said gust of wind because you're in a dome, but but
You
forgot
know
about
what?
that.
Speaking of the dome, I have been since I've had this now almost a year. I have not really set it in I have not been able to find the perfect spot yet as far as my offset. Because you're supposed to offset
Yes.
your your scope at least a foot or so, depending
Well, it
on
depends
in
on the
certain locations.
size of the dome, size of the scope, height of the pier.
Yeah.
It's a lot
So
of variables there.
yeah. So I have still not truly found that perfect spot, and I'm actually thinking of maybe later, maybe in September or something, I'm going to actually take the dome and everything apart, clean her off.
You get to shift the dome
Yeah,
around the
I'm gonna
pier,
no. I'm gonna take the dome off. I'm gonna take the dome off
right?
and take all the walls down, clean
Right.
everything back up, and I'm actually going to rearrange each of the where my bay is and the door and the wall and the other 3 other walls to get it to a certain point where I'm thinking that my best spot will be maybe towards the southwest
Okay.
of if I offset the pier and everything in the dome more to the southwest because and of course being with these with the domes we all dome owners at least skyshed we deal with this is the zenith issue.
Yep.
So there is going to be at some point where I'm going to figure out to build something with I'll grab some pressure treated wood or something and
Have a
figure
push
out
off.
how to put some sort of push off. I've
Well,
actually
well,
seen
they sell the PTZ still, don't they? For your
they don't
dome?
have a lot of the parts anymore.
Oh,
They
well,
don't have all of the
call up
parts.
Wayne. Tell him to make you one. He'll make you one.
So, but what I am going to do is I am going to get the quick release tabs to get it off. And then I did see in Cloudy Nights as well as a few within like I want to say Stargazer's Lounge is another site, another where they built everything from wood, and instead of using that large marine plywood setup, they just used 2x4s, and then they put like composite decking
Okay.
on top to make it still smooth, right? And then you have a few of those in certain areas, and then that way it's still set, and then you just slide it off, and then you have a bump stop at the back so it doesn't completely roll off the back of the table or and fall off. And then this way then you can slide it right back on rather easily. So that's probably going to be my next adventure when it comes to the dome, is to first clean everything back up. I have to scrape off the current Luxel and then redo everything, and then resituate it, and then I'll build the little frame that I want to set up to do some sort of PTZ. So right now, like I said, we just have, and we're gonna, and I'll share if anybody hasn't seen it yet, our picture of the week for this week. Let me share my screen here. And share. So congratulations
Oh wow,
to
look at that.
Jackie. But look at that. That is awesome.
Looking good, girl. Nice
That
job.
is really, really cool. You know what it was? Probably other people, when they're dropping in theirs, they saw this and said, you know what? Why bother?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
It's too cool. This is too cool. I just, I love these hydrogen alpha images, especially when you get, the proms like this. It's really cool. And you believe Jackie said she used a Lunt 60 was the scope. It was a
Wow.
oscilloscope that she used. So really, really well done. So congratulations. Nicely done, Jackie. Yeah. All right. Lund 50. Thank you. Thank you for that. So
That's interesting because I know that the Lunt 50 had some people that were not happy with it as far as being able to get good photos, but it's nice to see that maybe it was just user error.
yeah,
So because Jackie seemed to have gotten it very nice. So
yes, for sure.
nice job, Jackie. Really nice. Very
So
nice.
yeah.
So yeah, I was looking, Joe. I was looking through the list of actions for Nina, and maybe someone else could hit on that in the chat. Does Nina have a stop sequence if um, if like the guide star is lost after a certain 5 minutes, or or something like that? I don't think it does. I haven't seen it. I'm wondering if there's a third party plugin that has that kind of capability. I don't know. I know Voyager does. Voyager has something like that, but Nina, I don't know if it does. I don't think it does. I was looking through it.
Yeah, I didn't see anything for that. So
Annotation, something. I don't
yeah.
see anything.
Nope, nothing. So right now there's, not been a lot happening as far as in the astrophotography world. Um, there's been a couple things that Queeve has put out. One that Trevor put out where he went to an Airbnb so he can get
I
row,
saw that.
which is not a bad idea. If you can locate a spot that has, dark skies, and you can get an Airbnb to go, then go there for maybe a weekend. That's relatively close by. Maybe you're in the Bortle 7 or 8 right now, but if you drive, 2 maybe 3 hours away from where you are, you can grab an Airbnb, and you're now in a Bortle 3 or 4. It's something to really think about.
Yeah.
To try to grab, some really clear, some really clean photons, without fighting that light pollution that maybe you have to deal with in your own backyard. So how many people would actually do that, or have done that? Gone to, rented out, or went to a spot, rented an Airbnb, and that was only maybe a few hours away from your home, to grab some photons on a weekend or something like that. How many in the chat have actually done that type of stuff?
I can't wait to see that. I know people have done it.
When's Russ going to come out with an AI stretch exterminator, or the stretch
right.
terminator? Who knows? But we plan on that this fall. Okay. So basically you're in, let me know what border you're currently in and what border you're actually going to be going to when you go to your Airbnb or wherever your VR, BO, wherever you're going to go, and try to grab those photons. So be kind of curious to know who else, does these things that if you have to fight, the light pollution. I'd be very curious. So you're going to go from Bordeaux 4 looking for Bordeaux 2. That's even better. Yeah, absolutely. Bordeaux 4 is good. Bordeaux 2 is fantastic.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, no, so yeah, go and enjoy that. Because I do want to have another chance, and maybe I can. Well, there's no reception anywhere, but I'll have to record it. I do want to go back to New Mexico and go back to the Gila National Forest and the Cosmic Campground and actually stay there for a night, just so I can say I was in a Portal 1 sky.
All right. I'm telling you. I mean, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. I mean, when I went to Nebraska,
Mhm.
that was pretty cool, even though it wasn't as, I guess, it wasn't as dark as I thought it was going to be. It turned out there was, I guess, I guess Jason could jump in if he's in there. There was some sort of low cloud cover kind of thing where it was reflecting some light from the neighboring town, which made it a little bit less dark than what it should have been. But I mean,
Gotcha.
it was definitely it was fun, but it just wasn't as dark as I thought it was going to be.
No, yeah. The Cosmic Campground. It's more. I will say this. It's more for tenting. More tenters are in the Cosmic Campground,
Yep.
because you are really out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
are really out in the middle of nowhere. There is nothing around you for miles. And so it's a spot I did not see. I saw a couple of pop-ups. I may have seen one RV, but I saw a lot more tent campers there than actual automotive or vehicles and stuff like that. As far as camping, as far as campers and stuff, I may have seen one Class A, but it's really something.
Oh,
And
by the way,
there's
guess who
really
I
no
saw
other-
yesterday?
What's that?
Guess who I saw yesterday?
Who?
And they told me to say hi to you. So by the way,
Okay.
Jeff and Rick from Dark Dragons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're in Queensboro Community College right now, helping to retrofit their dome. I kind of hooked them up with each other because nobody would help them, and
Okay.
turns out that even though that Dark Dragons were primarily made for roll-off roofs, right? That's what they were made for.
Yes.
I hooked them up with Queensboro Community College, and now they're into domes. So they're retrofitting a 5-meter Astro dome that they have in the and for those of you guys that have done the Airbnb and done the thing, you've seen what I did last summer with me and Sean did the Airbnb. And it was pretty much of a disaster. So just make sure that like something like this isn't over your bed.
Yes. Yes.
That is a pure sign to get out. That you need
Yeah.
to go. You need to go now. And
Absolutely.
that was the
You
scariest
need-
Airbnb I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Scary.
So let me here, I'll share something really quick about the cosmic campground. So you get I didn't take any photos of the actual campers or anything like that because I didn't want to,
You don't
do
want to be a
anything.
peeping Tom or
Yeah,
get arrested.
permission and stuff like that. But yeah, so let me
No, that is not Michelangelo. I don't even want. Listen, if you want to see, I'm gonna put it on the Patreon. If you want to see some disturbing stuff,
uh-huh.
me me and Sean took a video of that place, and it was pretty freaking scary. And it smelled. It smelled pretty bad.
Not bad.
It was bad.
So that was
Let's see what we got here. What is this? Ah, look at that little gravel
little gravel.
road to nowhere.
Yep, pretty much.
I keep on seeing a
But
finger pop around.
here is, yeah, there's Gila. This is the Cosmic Campground to give you an idea. So there was one camper. But yeah, to give you a perspective of
This is
there's
this is
absolutely
Gila National Forest. Is that what it is?
yes, the Gila National Forest in New Mexico.
And it's one lonesome trailer in the corner over there.
Yeah.
Oh man! Oh
So-
shoot! I swear I just saw Walter White.
So here is where you can actually set up your telescope. You have a telescope loading and unloading area. So you do.
Oh
so you
man,
have
you're really opening up for some jokes there. I'll just stop though.
Oh man, but I mean, you look at these skies and you
They look
see what's
beautiful.
out here.
Yeah.
They're beautiful skies. As I say, there's nothing out here. I mean, 4 miles. I mean, to give you some perspective of what what you have to, what's out here. So just imagine this at night. That is a true Portal 1 site.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So
That's pretty cool, man.
yeah, it is. It really is.
And for those of you that aren't in the, I guess the central Midwest kind of area where that is, if you go down south, you could go to Deer Lick, right outside of in Georgia. And a little bit further north than that, you go to, it's not as dark. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to Jeff and Rick about it because they're members of this club. I didn't even know it. The Charlotte Amateur Astronomer group. It's right outside of Charlotte, a little bit north of it. It's actually in South Carolina, but they're called Charlotte. But go figure that out. But they got like an 8-inch Clark. They have a 24-inch Dobbs. They got a barracks there. You could sleep and you can rent out the entire thing. And you got fiber. You got fiber to every place you want to go. You got fiber up there.
Jeez.
And so you got 1 gigabit, speeds.
Where's this at?
This is at CAAC. It's a Charlotte Amateur Astronomers Club.
Okay.
And it's really, I was there. I met the president, and it's last time I was there was 2019, and it was on the SQM scale. It was almost a 21, so it was a 20.7 or 8. So really dark skies, not super dark. It's not a Portal 1, but it's a solid 3. So I mean, it's like Cherry Springs, but you could literally rent an area for, if you're a member, like for dirt. I mean, we're talking like $200-300 a year.
Wow.
Yeah, with T1 lines, you'd have to pay for certain things. You're responsible for insurance. You're responsible for all that stuff, but you could really go down there and rent stuff like that. I mean, that's amazing. You can put whatever you want down there. Was that guy on AIC? Which guy?
But this is all going back to remote observing a bit in trying to find a spot where you can,
And I'm sorry to hear it, Dennis. Dennis
yeah,
just had a friend that passed away.
where you can, yeah, I saw that, where you can find these spots and then hopefully set up some sort of get some sort of fiber running there. I don't know how what that will take. You know, sometimes in some of these remote spots, if you say you buy a
Even
plot
get
of
it.
land, something somewhere, how can you get fiber here? What do you got to do to get fiber and electricity over here? Maybe that's all you want. It's just fiber, a fiber internet connection, and electricity. That's it. After that, who cares? And just go there and set up your stuff.
Just put the link for the astronomer club
Okay.
in North Carolina, Charlotte. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. So, so we won't we don't have to worry about a image of the week contest this week. But so what I will start doing is for next week, getting things ready for the June image of the month contest.
Yep.
Getting us ready for that, and can't believe that we're already in June, or at the tail end
We're
of
almost
June.
done with June.
Yeah, we're there at the tail end of it. I mean,
Yep.
basically, 4 more days and you're done. We're done.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and then, so I'll be getting that set up ready for those image of the week winners. And don't forget, guys, share the show. Let everybody know that who is in that is an actual photographer or just admires what we are doing, likes astrophotography, likes deep sky and solar and lunar and what have you. Let them know about the image of the week contest, and let's get some more entries, here, and also some more voters. So definitely, let's keep that going.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wilfredo. Yeah, just send it on in. If it's in there, let us know. We'll go grab it.
Yeah. If it's in the critique my image folder,
He said it's in there.
It's in there. Okay, cool. So let me refresh here. And I'm not seeing it in the critique folder.
It said 751, he said.
I'm waiting here to see it. I do not see it. Let me go to the Google Drive and see if it's anywhere else.
I think I just saw it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so yeah, why don't you go ahead and share then?
Yeah, I'm downloading it now. Give me a sec.
Ah, there it is. Yep, I see. I got it now. Yeah, we've got a couple other ones here. We got I don't know if we've had a chance to go through these. We have one from Mike and Ernie and Tom. So I don't know if we had a chance to go through these earlier. These were earlier in June.
Just popping up Wilfredo's here.
Okay.
Take a look and see what we shall see. And then I'll show you something real funny when you. Oh wow. Okay, so give me a second. All right, here we go. So this is Wilfredo's M51.
Okay. Can we zoom in on that, a bit more? Here we go. That is not bad. It does have it looks to me that has a little bit of a green cast over it. But I like the I like the nebulosity, the hydrogen. Is this just a straight LRGB? Is it RGB or HA RGB?
It looks like HA, but
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
See, it's
trying to get the HA to pop out. You're definitely there. Getting the
got.
HA to
I mean,
pop.
to me, you got it popped out. I think you could actually get away with muting it a little bit more, to make it more. Looks a little bit oversaturated to me, just a little bit.
He said 2 hours of HA on this.
This looks a little bit oversaturated to me. It looks almost maybe tone it back just a little bit. Not a lot. You don't need a lot. Let me move it back
So
a little
6
bit.
hours total, 4 with no filter, 2 with HA.
Ours look good. You got all the other galaxies around there. I like that. You got these guys
Mhm.
here, this guy here.
Where that?
I might even crop in on it. There's not a lot over there.
No.
There's not a lot there. It's a lot of empty space in here. So if that's what you're going for, that's great. But I might crop in a little bit. Let's say something like, even bring this down. Oh, hey, something like that, maybe
Mhm.
even less. Something like that, maybe.
Mhm.
Because then you still got this galaxy here.
Yeah, you do.
So it's just a lot of empty space with M51. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. If it was something like a nebulosity, something like that, maybe it just seems that I like in this part of the galaxy here, it looks like a little burnt out a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I said. I think you got a lot of great detail in there. Yeah, you got a lot of good detail in there. Just to dial back the saturation maybe a little bit, and that should be it, really. You got a nice job.
Yeah. Yeah, you're coming along really well here, Wilfredo. You are. You really are. So, no, this is good. Absolutely. Let's take a look and see what else we have here. Let me see here. Okay, I'll share this here. I'm not sure if we had a chance to show this yet. This one here.
Trunk.
The trunk. I like it. I think this is, Mike, I think you've done a nice job here.
It's bigger here so I can see what. Oh yeah. And it's different. It's to the side, right? So it's
Yeah.
kind of cool. I like the framing.
Yep.
Looks like it's done with some sort of maybe newt.
Yeah. Yeah, when you got
See the
these.
spikes.
Yep. Yeah.
They're not they're not offensive.
No, they're not. They're subtle. They're subtle.
I like the Bach globule detail that he has.
Yep. Here, up here, and go down here, and even over here. So,
I guess.
no, yeah. So,
there's Titan.
yeah, rolling.
Yeah, it looks good. It definitely a nice, colors. I like the colors.
Yep, sure.
And the brightness, the brightness of the nebula of the trunk.
Again, why isn't this in the picture of the week entries?
I do not know.
You
I
know,
do not know.
nothing beats a failure but a try.
What is it? 100% of short putts misses a cup. Is that what they say?
Hmm. That's it.
That was with the 585. All right. Is that what that was the Uranus? Is that what that was?
Yeah, I
Or
think the 585 is the Uranus, isn't
no,
it?
I know, but yeah, is that the Uranus or the ZWO version? Ah, yeah, it's the Uranus one.
Okay.
You know, the ZWO one that it took like 3 years after the Uranus has been out already. Oh yeah, that one. That's oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? No, I didn't say that. I'll mute that one out.
And let's see here. What else we have here? Ernie's.
Hey,
Let's
Mr.
see.
Jacobs. What has Mr. Jacobs got for us?
Let's see here.
Oh, another
I
Iris. Iris. You know you put enough data on this thing when the dark nebula turns brown.
mm-hmm.
You know, I mean that's just awesome. I love when it turns brown like that. It definitely adds a layer of depth to the picture. You know, whereas you got the blue background nebulosity and then the
Yep.
dark brown, dark nebula in the front. Pretty cool.
So let me zoom in here. I like, yeah, definitely get this dark net, this dark nebulae, dark dust cloud down here at the bottom.
Star colors, Ernie does a great job with the star color. He really does.
This is beautiful. This is really, really nice. You can definitely tell. I mean, this is really, really good.
Nice job, man. Ain't nothing to
Yeah,
say
man.
there.
No. I mean, even if you go in there, look at that. This is good. No, really, really good. Nicely done.
I want to get what is it? What is it? Is it the Cocoon Nebula? No, yeah, the Cocoon Nebula that has that long streamer of dark nebula.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a Cocoon.
yeah. I want to get that, but I'll never get that from Long Island. There you go, the little seahorse.
Yeah, this was from, I believe, this is Tom. Yeah, Tom.
Nice.
Yeah. Tom, how long? How much data was on this? As far as, out of curiosity. If you don't mind, yeah, I'd like to know how much integration time was this and which camera.
You fall asleep on us? No, 15 hours.
15 hours. Wow. Okay. Good amount of time then.
And that's from
That works.
Indiana. So that's a suburb of Indiana. So
Yep. That's Terre Haute. Yeah.
2600.
That's the 6200. So that's the full frame.
Oh, 62. Oh man, I went dyslexic. Sorry.
That's with the full frame. Okay. Well done, sir. Well done.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think that's it as far as for in the critique, at least for this month, for June. So thank you for dropping those in, guys. Appreciate it. And
Very
don't
cool.
forget, if you do have images that you would like to have critiqued or to share, drop them in to go to astroworldweb.com/critique and drop them into the critique my image folder there. And then just let us know either through here on the chat or through Discord. Let us know when you have something in there, and we'd be more than happy to show it and give you our opinion on it and let you guys know. But so far, you guys have been doing really, really well with some of these pictures, and I'm just really surprised that a lot of these haven't made it into the image of the week, because some of them are very, are very good and very worthy of being at least, of being entered in. So really consider it and get yourself, you may have a chance to win some
Cash.
a gift certificate, get some more gear,
Yeah,
put
absolutely.
it towards some more gear.
Pretty cool. I don't know if anybody saw it on the Discord channel, but Abe Jones just put in a picture of his Pillars of Creation. You got to see this. This is freaking ridiculous. I got to put this on.
Okay.
This is an amazing picture. Once my Discord pops up again, give me 1 second. It's under photograph entries, and here we go. Wait till you see this thing. It's like this is Hubble quality. It's crazy. Bring this on over here, and then here you go. There it is.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Oh my God. That is awesome.
Seriously. Abe, wow.
Yep. That's 2 years in the making, S2HA and O3 data, and Hubble Power Lab 340 millimeters of focal length with a 72 millimeter scope and a 294. And
then he gathered data at
1645
145
with an edge 9 1/4. So it's the two telescopes. He put them together.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Anyways, don't do that, man. I'm throwing away my gear. No, don't do that. You got everybody who says that something like that. You guys can do this. All it just takes is, just get out there and just practice at it, or go to if you can, like we were talking about earlier, maybe go rent an Airbnb or a VRBO and go to relatively nice, a darker site than maybe that you currently have in your own backyard, and
that's
after 'em.
not for nothing. That's with a modest setup, if you think about it. A 9
It is.
1/4 with a 294, a 72.
Mhm.
I mean, it's really, but I don't know if he said. Did he say how many hours? What, 15 or so? What is?
These
How many
are
hou-
15. I believe he said
I
15.
think he said 15, but I mean,
I believe so.
I don't know where he's at. I don't see. I don't see the data on it and how much data but he didn't put what data. The 15 must have been the other one. But I mean, I want to know how much data is it done in this, because that's for a 9 1/4. I mean, that's a lot of data. I'm going to ask him right now. Yeah, I just throw out a text. I mean, but if you think about it, that's just, I mean, that's not a, a TAC 106, or, that's not a, a plane wave. This is a 9 1/4 edge, which goes for
Yeah,
about $3,000.
exactly.
So, I mean,
And a AT-72.
he's texting me right now. So he's going to tell me how much, 2.5 hours of 9 1/4
No
data.
way.
2.5 hours of 9 1/4 data. He's writing more. Hold on. And 6 hours of the AT-72. So about 9 hours total.
That's great. That is really, really
he
something.
said yes way. He must be listening.
Yeah. That is
So
really something.
that is an amazing. You should put that in for an APod. You should put that in.
Yes, absolutely.
That's an amazing picture. Anyway,
It is. It is. Nicely done there, Abe. Nicely done, sir. But it also goes to show how the equipment, relatively not too
in the
expensive,
realm
relatively
of
modest equipment that anyone can basically attain, with a modest budget that's interested in this. And Edge 9 1/4, it's in the grand scheme of things, it's what not that bad as far as price. Or a 72.
and it probably is going on sale in a couple days. Oh well,
You know
but you
what?
didn't hear it from me.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving on. But no, it's that is nicely done, sir.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Everybody's done a great job with all their pictures. So
No, again, so thank you
we
for
will
sharing
definitely
those.
work on getting that different tiered level of photos to get that going. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, because I think you're right. So some people may be turned off by I'm never going to win, but why bother kind of thing. So
But again, you just don't know unless you actually just put yourself out there and just give it a chance.
what do we got? It's almost 9:30 already. Jeez. Oh, it is 9:30.
Yeah. It is 9:30. It is
Yeah, I'm getting old, getting tired.
9:30.
I got a long day ahead of me. Some more ubiquity stuff is showing up tomorrow. So
Up.
so I got my Dream Machine Pro, I got my 24 port PoE switch all done, ready to go.
Mhm,
I got an
mhm.
8-port light PoE switch underneath the desk. I'm gonna put another 8-port light PoE switch behind the TV in the living room. So I
Okay.
got and I bought two of actually no, I bought one of the unified beacons.
Is that a
The
repeater?
it's a Wi-Fi wannabe mesh kind of network, kind of like an
Okay.
Eero. You like an Eero
Okay.
beacon? So I
Yep.
bought it for upstairs. Um,
Okay.
and I also bought a U7, which is gonna go right outside this door here, to get the whole basement and the whole basement,
Nice.
the whole first floor. Because
Okay.
I just want to get rid of the Eros. I think the Ubiquity is a lot more. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with the software. Thank you for your help. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with the security and firewall and how to kind of make things a lot more secure. Yeah, it's really really good. So now I oh, you want to see my guest network?
Oh God.
Let me see. I'll do it on my phone because I'm afraid I'll turn off the show. So because I got the splash screen going on the guest network, right? So
Okay.
let me see if it's. Of course, it's not going to work because I'm live now. So watch Wi-Fi settings. There we go.
Yeah, I want to check out the U7 Pro. I definitely want to check that one out. 'Cause- But it's so cool, you being able to. And for those who don't know what we're talking about with Ubiquity, it is they're in a networking security manufacturer. They manufacture network switches, routers, cameras. They're more popular, well known for small and medium business, owners and stuff like that want enterprise quality stuff, but don't want to spend all that enterprise money. So it's
Yeah,
really cool.
exactly. It's relatively not cheap, but it's not super expensive.
Yeah, it's something definitely for a small and medium business that they could definitely use, and like home professionals. You can't. They're awesome. They are awesome. So
Of course, it knows my phone now, so I can't show you the splash screen. So maybe I could do it another. I'll show it another time. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of. I was able to customize the splash screen a little bit. So
oh,
when
okay, for your guest network.
yeah, for my guest
Okay,
network. So,
gotcha.
but it knows my phone now, so it doesn't show the splash screen anymore. So I tried to forget the network and do it again, and still
Oh,
recognize
okay.
it. Still recognizes the IP of the phone, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably because it's all leased out and everything. So
Yeah. Hold on.
probably would
Hold
take
on.
these. So yeah. Are you looking at partnering with Airy Disc?
Yeah, I am. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I got it. I got it up. So let's see if you can see it.
Damn Romulans always trying to steal something. Steal my Wi-Fi. That's cool.
So that's what I did for that. So
Nice.
my guest network is called Guest Network Dash Romulans.
There you go.
So,
Well, Fredo, thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your images. Your
yep,
M51 is great. So yeah, look forward to seeing you. Seeing you on the chat on Friday. So absolutely.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, and as Wilfredo says, don't forget to press that like button. Go in, just give us a like. Just give a simple click of your mouse. That's all it is. It's a click of a thumbs up. It's all it takes. It takes you less than a second, really, to just go there, do the click, and you're done. And you can go on with the rest of
Nanosecond, a
your day.
nanosecond.
Exactly.
That's it.
So we would really, really appreciate that. It's again, because we know we get replays and a lot of people
Yep.
watch us on the replays. Again, for you folks on the replays, definitely do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Let everybody know, that we're out here. We've been doing this now for 5 years and having a blast doing it. And, it just takes you a second, and it costs you nothing except click.
Yep. And you know what? Even more important than the clicks is help us get the word out there on the other social media
Yeah.
platforms that different groups, different everything. Hey, have you heard of us? Throw something in the groups. The astrophotography groups out in Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and X, whatever it is these days, Instagram. Just do us a favor. If you really like us, well, bunch of you like us because you show up every damn week. But just just show us some more love and throw it out there on the other networks and on so they know that we're out here every Wednesday, every Friday.
Yep. So we got 24 thumbs up right now. We really appreciate that. There's I know we're starting to have a few people dropping off, but yeah, before you leave or anything like that,
Make your ubiquity, smash that like button a million times.
there you go.
So what we could do? We could do this real quick. Here you go. Check this out. So I made some update to the credits for the members. So I like to kind of do some of the members and of course hold on. Now I see a mess up. So let's fix that real quick. Let's see settings. Hold on.
There you go.
And I was able to change some of the colors of
I see
the
that.
images. So I figured that out. It took me like 3 hours to do it, but it works now. The way I kind of like it. But these are all the members that have helped us out either on. I still missed it a little bit. Matt lost some of them. So I'll fix that later on. That's Dave's picture in the background that is
Right.
blocking out. But But thank you for everybody for supporting us on either Patreon or YouTube or just hanging out and being in the chat. It really means a lot to us. Feel free to come join us anytime, any platform, any place. Hit us up on Patreon, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So
it is.
Thank you to everybody. We have well over 60 people that contribute to the show, and if you want to contribute to the show, feel free to hit us up either one on Patreon, which is what we prefer, or Facebook or YouTube as well under our memberships. So thank you to everybody for contributing.
Absolutely. So, all right. I mean, we can call this a good night. I mean, it's again great show, Dan, as always. Hopefully, we're gonna talk a little bit on on Friday. Going through some newbie stuff. For our new imagers, people who are just getting started. And definitely, if you're watching now and you're gonna join us on Friday and you're new to the show, welcome. Really appreciate that. But also, stop in on Friday and ask your questions. Ask those questions about, getting started, or hey, you just got started and you're just trying to, you're getting your feet wet and, and you just need a little bit of guidance or help. That's what we're here for. We're here to, hang out, have fun, and answer, questions that you guys may have. So absolutely.
Thanks everybody for the great shows and the encouragement. Thank you everybody in the chat. Appreciate it. Joe, Chris, Tom, DIY NASA, Nikon Jax, Tom. Hello, Newman. I haven't said that tonight. Hello, Newman. And Wilfredo and all the rest of the guys, Bob, MX Quattro, EGG, Ernesto, all you people that are in there that have really make a huge impact on the show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us again. And love having you guys back, you guys and girls back. And looking forward to another Friday night. Hopefully some clear skies tomorrow. Hopefully some clear skies tomorrow. That'd be nice. I think Eric's getting ready to image in a little bit, right? Getting ready to go.
Yeah, I'm going back after, I'm going to go right back after the crescent here. I tell you, man, this 533, you may not like it, but I think it's an awesome camera.
It's a good camera. Really the only thing I have against a 533 is it's square. There's nothing, not about the performance, not about anything. That's the only thing I have about it.
It's just a simple crop. That's all. Yeah, it's just cropping things for you.
And I think I cropped that. I think I cropped that M51 in a square again too. So I mean,
you did too.
So
what's the problem?
Certain things look good in a square. I mean, there was nothing around it, so it was a square. It's hip to be a square. So, but somebody else said it. Matt said it, and so did Chris. I'm not the only one thinking it's hip to be a square. Was that Huey Lewis?
That's it.
We're showing our age, people. We're showing our age. We need young people to start doing this astrophotography stuff. So get them on in. Have them hang out with us.
I mean, come on. I mean, look at this.
It's square.
That's awesome. That's an awesome, to be able to grab that, especially with a Schmidt. That's some nice detail you can grab with a square sensor.
Is that the 8 or the 9 1/4?
This is the 8. This is mine. This is my 8.
With or without a reducer?
With the reducer. At some point, I am going to take the reducer off. But imagine, without the reducer, this would be even, narrower, and you get even more detail, maybe even a bit more detail on this. So yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a good camera. That's all I'm saying.
No, it is a good camera. It's a great camera. It's just square.
So
that's all.
So it's just square. I get it. I get it. It's all good. It's just square. Yep, I hear you. So,
just like me, I'm a cool guy. I'm just fat, So one of those things, But all right, awesome. So yeah, don't forget to hang out with us Friday night. Like Eric was talking about, the newbie night, and thank you for everybody that is supporting us and hanging out with us, whether it's just being in the chat or whether it's hitting us up on Patreon or our YouTube membership. So thank you so much for doing that. And hopefully I'll put my video of last year's B&B. I'll throw that up there for some people. I got a video of that. Me and Sean kind of do of the house. It's pretty scary. That was probably the most dreadful Airbnb I've ever been to in my life. You know what the funniest thing, the funniest thing was that, and I'll call it here. What's that?
Yeah, that was no super host on that one.
Oh no! So the best thing about the whole thing was this. And this may come out a little spicy, but everyone knows who I am, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. But so we go up and we get into this place, and all we see is this big bush and stuff like we don't even see the building anymore. So we knew it was a church, it was a repurposed church, and we knew that already. That was not a big deal. So it's a church. So what? Who cares? You know? So we go and we can't find the entrance is locked. So we go and we walk around this big bush and we see a driveway and start walking up the driveway. And we see this guy, and he was dressed in Muslim garb, and which is fine and all, but he goes, "Hello, please, come, VIP entrance aquí, VIP entrance." I said, "Wait, did you just say aquí?" I said, "That's Spanish." He's like, "Yes, come."
That's Spanish.
So I was like, whatever, and I look and I go up to me and Eric, me and Sean look at each other to the VIP entrance, and you'll see the VIP entrance. It's this rickety, beat up, old, warped wooden 3-step stairwell to this little random back door.
That's the VIP.
It's kind of like when where the clergy went in when you didn't want to see what was going on in the back. You know, you just like kind of like this hidden entrance. It was very scary. It was very frightening. Very frightening.
Oh man!
But I'll put the cut version of it on the Patreon channel so people can see it. But
okay, good deal.
Anyway, awesome. Everybody have a great night. Have a great hump day, and we will see everybody else on Friday night at 8:00 for a newbie night. All right.
Yes.
Final thoughts, Eric?
No. Again, thanks you everybody, and looking forward to seeing everybody on Friday. Have a
Awesome.
great rest of your night and a great Thursday.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Remember, as always, I get to say it this week, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And hopefully I'll have them tomorrow. Take care. Yeah. Bye-bye. And, of course, my buttons. I got to fix my buttons. My buttons aren't working again. The buttons aren't working. They're not working. It's not working.
Fix my button.
I gotta find out what the outro is. Hold on, it's out. Okay, there it is.